She's from London, and the first time I talked to her was because she's one of our facilitators. She's our breathwork facilitator, one of our breathwork facilitators. And there's this radiance, this shine that goes through her. And so when she came and told her story in the audition, it was really insane to see the difference between the topic and then how she still shines. So I'm looking forward to see her shine again on this stage. Please welcome on stage, Kat.
Growing up, my nan was my best friend. When I was little, she doted on me like grandmothers do. As I grew up, she became my best friend. She was this fearless Irish woman that didn't take any shit. And she was hilarious, the most incredible storyteller. And she played a pivotal part in my childhood, because growing up, unfortunately, my mum suffered with her mental health. She would have periods of severe depression where her behaviour could be erratic, unpredictable. But my nan lived 5 doors up from me, and so when things would get difficult at home, I would sneak away to the hallway to call my nan. I'd say, "Nan, Mum isn't in a very good mood right now and I need you." I'd hang up. A few moments later, the house phone would ring. My nan would speak with my mum, and then I'd hear, "Right, you need to go up and help your nan." And my mum would send me to my nan's as a punishment. My nan would be waiting for me at the end of the street. With her arms outstretched, she'd pick me up and embrace me in a big bear hug. She'd bring me inside, the kettle would be on, the biscuit tin out, and she wouldn't make me lift a finger. We would talk and laugh and play make-believe, and she would save me. She was my angel. A few summers later, I was coming back from a holiday when my dad very calmly, very quietly said that I couldn't go and see Nan because she had passed whilst I was gone. My dad, being a very practical and sensible man, had already taken her things, all her clothes, to the charity shop. So I made him take me there immediately, and I went through this shop a bit like a lunatic, sobbing, wailing, frantically finding all her things, taking back all her clothes. I took them home with me and I cried myself to sleep with her clothes all around me. This person who had shown me this love, this safety, who had had my back no matter what, whether I was well behaved or not, whether I was doing well or not. This person who had shown me an unconditional love was gone. And grief felt like this dark hole, like this dark heaviness in the center of my chest. And it filtered out into every part of my life. My job felt meaningless. I was in a city that didn't feel like home, with people that didn't understand me or my pain, and I felt so much anger, so much sadness, and this resignation that from now on life would always be just a little bit shit. But this angry, sad person wasn't the person that I wanted to be. My nan left me some money in her will, and I'd heard about people doing this thing called traveling, where they go and find themselves, where they heal themselves. And I figured it was worth a shot. So I packed my things and I booked a flight to Brazil, and I discovered the wild world of South America. Hikes and trails and mountain tops that took my breath away. People that were vibrant and full of joy and fun and welcomed me like I was their own. And helped me when I got lost, which fuck me was a lot. And somewhere along the way, I met this beautiful boy, and we fell in love. that unexpected, all-encompassing, pure, I don't care what we do as long as I'm with you type of love. And I had a dream one night. There was a knock on my door, I opened it, and my nan was standing there with her hand outstretched, asking me to go for a walk with her. So I took her hand and we began walking down the street together, and she turned to me and said, "So?" And I said, "He's so cute and funny, and when he looks at me, my brain falls out, and he takes care of me, and he is my best friend." And she was so happy for me. And when I woke from that dream, I took a moment to check in with myself, as you do those first initial seconds when you wake up. And I realized that that dark heaviness in the center of my chest, it was no longer there. And it wasn't that the grief had gone, but it had changed into this overwhelming feeling of love, overwhelming feeling of gratitude for this incredible grandmother, this angel that I had been gifted in this lifetime. And slowly but surely, my love for life came back to me. In the end, the beautiful boy and I were on fundamentally different paths. And so we had to say goodbye. But we did so wishing each other nothing but love, knowing that we had healed each other in some significant way. And so my hope for you, for all of you, is that when you find yourself at the crossroads of grief, and you feel like it could consume you, like it could change you, I want you to remember that grief is a precious emotion. It is there to remind you of all it is to be human. It is there to remind you of your extraordinary capacity to love. And most importantly, it is there to remind you that they are always with you.